Hello, my loves. Remember this when you are on your healing journey. The parts of you that you are most afraid of facing, that you feel shame around, that you feel that you will be judged for, that is the key to your soul's purpose. Because a lot of times, whatever we are afraid of facing, it's because we feel we are not powerful enough or to control it, to change it, to shift it a lot of times, right? And so it is so necessary to face those parts of you. Those, I don't want to say darker parts of you, those parts that you have fear around, those parts that you feel insecure about. Because tapping into that power is what's going to help you tap into what you are meant to do on this world, because we all have a purpose here, good or bad. Some of us are here to just fill out our evil purpose. Others are here to make a major difference, right? And so in regard, like, let's say me, my soul's purpose is to, through healing myself, educate other people about the lessons I learn, what spirit tells me, what my ancestors may tell me, and they're all part of spirit anyway, they're all part of source. So what I learn from there, and I educate people in different ways, in different avenues, and I show up for people in different ways, in different avenues, right? Because your soul's purpose doesn't mean that you have one particular job that you're going to be doing for the rest of your life. It could be multiple things that you are doing that still all tie back to what your soul's purpose is. So my biggest thing that I struggled with was actually my spiritual practice. It was me showing up as a spiritual practitioner and a witch and a pagan, and admitting that I was that. It's one thing to say it through social media, right? Even then, it took me a long time, because when you're saying it to social media, you're speaking into a void. I'm speaking into a camera right now. You're just kind of putting the message out into the void, understanding that there are other witches and pagans out there and other spiritual practitioners who will resonate with the message you have. But it's different when you are face to face with somebody and admitting that part of yourself. That oftentimes, because the judgment is right there. It's not like it's some keyboard warrior telling you who you don't know. Like, that judgment is right there. So once you can get in a space to where you no longer have that judgment around it, you're gaining more and more power, and you're gaining more and more grounding and stability in what you are meant to do on this earth. You know what I mean? And it took me years upon years for me to be like, you know what? Yes, I'm a witch, I'm a pagan, but I have all this knowledge about different things. You know, I'm so closely tied to my spirit team. A lot of times, mostly because I work with my ancestors, who of course are of me and I am of them. But I also have worked with different deities, entities as well, have given me different messages. So I'm so tied to my spirit team, to source, that for me, there's no room for me to anymore to feel shame around it. And this is also what I mean about the more you face what it is you feel you'll find the most judgment around, the more secure you'll be in that purpose and go from there. You know what I mean? So my soul's purpose is to show up, and through my own healing, I trigger other people's healing. That's literally why I say, you know, with me being a spiritual life coach, I activate the healer in other people. By me speaking and sharing my message, and me healing myself, I activate the healing in other. I can also be triggering, because some people who are not ready to face that, it can trigger them, and then they're like, I don't like her for some reason. That's why, because it's triggering you. Otherwise, there'd be no problem, right? But that is my purpose, and it shows up in different ways. It shows up with me being a coach and helping people in that way. It shows up in me in my Soul Deep Happy Creations, which is jewelry that different things, right? I have a whole series dedicated to ancestral work. They're all different skulls. I have one dedicated to a deity, Hecate, right? So all of my jewelry has spiritual meaning to it, so it shows up in that avenue as well. I'm currently working with copper, which has so many amazing healing abilities, so I'm working with copper in my jewelry as well, in my earrings. So Soul Deep Creations there shows up, and I also have a spiritual herbal bath blend that I create. So all of that as well is helping people on their spiritual path and their spiritual journey. I'm currently working on like an actual writing, you know, and ideas that came to me through meditation as well, from different entities that are like, you need to write this story. So that as well, another thing though of educating, and through calling it fiction, also help educating and entertaining. So it's all of these things as far as like helping people on their spiritual journey in numerous different ways. That's my soul's purpose, is as I heal on my spiritual journey, I activate the healing in others. I give insights to the healing in others that they may not have known. I help people say, oh my gosh, this is exactly the message I needed and then the confirmation I needed. Like, that is my purpose, is to be that activator in other people, right? Sharing it even through my herbalism, talking about here are the herbs and plant medicine that can help you heal your body, because it's all connected, spirit, mind, and body. But I had to go through that healing through myself, and being confident and grounded in admitting, like, this is this is the label that would describe me, and being okay with that, you know what I mean, and understanding that, and that is a huge piece of your healing. So please face those parts of yourself, because that there, whatever you're feeling shame and any judgment around, that right there is the major piece of your purpose. Once you work through it, once you integrate the lessons that come from that, you will understand, oh, I see how this was always meant to be part of how I show up in this world. Okay? It's not easy. I mean, I'm 20 years into this journey, probably more than that at this point. And, I'm always learning new things about myself every day. I'm always facing new challenges that have me show up in a different way. But in my continued healing, in my grounding, in my connection to spirit and my spirit team, I'm able to move through it with an ease. I have a certain self-awareness now that I didn't 20 years ago that also helps me. So the more you face these parts of yourself, the more grounded you get, because the more you are fully supported, and there's an awareness there that allows you to face whatever triggers you have as soon as they come up. Anyway, good luck on your journey. If you're interested in more about my work, all the links are in my bio that you can look up. My Soul Deep Happy Creations, jewelry line, spiritual bath lines, all of that. It's all there. Coaching, all of that is there. So you can look it up for yourself. But you let me know. What did you work through? How did you work through that showed you what your soul's purpose was? Are you still working through it? Do you need guidance? I'm here for you. I love you guys. I'll talk to you.